Very good afternoon, everyone. Azizuddin from Aspire Trainings and Management Consultancy. Most of the delegates are my students, learners in NEBOSH class. I welcome all of you. Here we go for a webinar as promised to give all the explanations or clarify all your queries and doubts. Through these slides, I'm going to explain, and after completion of this presentation, if you have any question, you can ask. Okay, so let's start. Delegates are aware of me, trainer from Aspire Trainings and Management Consultancy. The institute is very famous in its services since almost more than 1 decade, 12 years of service promoting positive health and safety culture in the world through UAE, as the UAE is the hub of the world. All the nationalities and even online delegates are from different countries also attending. So we are keep striving to impart knowledge for this noble purpose by coordinating and affiliating with the international accreditation bodies called NEBOSH, IOSH, High Field Awarding Body of Compliance, and BSc and OTHM, and many more, and locally also approved from ADNOC, Activate, and OSHAD. And well, our trainers also are approved and experts in their subjects, and the multilingual trainers we have. So it's our pleasure to have all of you in our sessions. Only for exam purpose also delegates come to us. So let's proceed. We are okay in HSC trainings and consultancy, especially focusing in this field, and across UAE, all those international courses and the bespoke trainings for all work safety courses we keep conducting. Okay, work related, any field, starting from considering from construction, manufacturing, industrial, medical, and the educational, like schools, colleges, universities. Okay, so all type of from electrical to chemical, biological. Okay, even in medical field, doctors, medical practitioners, and the teaching, non-teaching staff, and the biomedical engineers or mechanical engineers, safety practitioners, especially to become safety officers and managers. So these are our services, and we are happy to be able to serve in the best way possible, honestly. We are struggling, and we are thankful for all of your extended hands for being able to serve you. Today, we are going to discuss about the webinar. Most of the delegates are having exam tomorrow. So we have already explained all these things in the first day of their examination, their course in IG1. Then the in between course also, we are keep explaining and answering to those questions our delegates are having. And this is the special webinar every time, every 1 or 2 days before the OBE examination we conduct. So if you are having any more queries or clarifications you want, you can do it here, clarify it here. So what is OBE, open book examination? Was the initiative of the of NEBOSH, based on this pandemic, COVID pandemic. So as the foreseeable risk was like to continue this pandemic for months and years. So they have decided to continue this qualification and not stopping due to this obstructions or hurdles. And fortunately, we say the experience was very good and useful. They found it practicable and effective. So they decided to continue the same experience. So that was the change and the reason for OBE from physical exam to the open book examination. So the examination journey starts from registration of the like participant in for course. They start attending classes, or without like registering for course also, delegates can register if they have already done course from our institute or from any other institutes. They can register here. So the learning partner, like administrator, like learning registration 1 month before exam, they will do for examination purpose. So the exam registration, then confirmation of registration will be like sent by email, confirming that you have been registered to an OBE, means open book examination. I hope all of you have already received the emails, and the you got the one second email by like showing your ID and the password you have to use tomorrow. Then after registration and all, very important part is keep revising and reading and preparing what you have been doing, and you have done it already. And now tomorrow you have to write examination. So after all those things, like you have attended classes and the made notes and clarified your concepts. Okay, you have deep understandings you made, and now you are confident enough to proceed for the exam tomorrow. So the exam day, what happens? The before that, you can just keep exploring all these resources provided by NEBOSH also. Okay, on by logging in nebosh.org.uk OBE resources, you can see few videos or guidelines also you will find if you are not satisfied with all these information, if you think you have to learn more. But I advise need not. Whatever we are guiding is more than enough for you. Then examination day means tomorrow. Normally first Wednesday of the month exam, OBE, NEBOSH, IG OBE will be there, open book examination. So tomorrow it is. The time starts from 3 p.m. of UAE, that is 11 a.m. of UK, as the exam is from UK. So 3 p.m. to next day 3 p.m. you will be having examination time. You have to utilize it, and we are going to see how the best way you can, what is the best way you can utilize those timing. Then after exam, you will face an interview called closing interview. So also I'm going to explain today, give you all the details needed for this closing interview. You have to follow all those guidelines and do that. Then results will be declared 60 days after examination. Means 8th Feb is the exam date for you, means after 60 days of the 8th of Feb, within that 60 days mostly. So the 60 days is the time, but mostly within the 60 days, a result will be declared. This is the just a cycle or journey of the NEBOSH exam. So what will the format of the open book examination be is the common question. And we are aware, I have explained you the open book assessment will begin by giving you a scenario. So a scenario where they are going to introduce any company, any firm, any entity, any campus. Okay. See, it's going to give you all the details needed to understand the entity they are introducing you, deep understandings. So the conditions there, the work there, and the business requirements and need, and the culture there, and the behavior of the management and the worker. And mostly they are going to assign you any responsibility to. So they may give you any task to complete, one or two tasks deeply related to any other task, maybe subtasks will be related. So all these things they are going to explain, and you have to understand the need in real way. And after understanding scenario, you have to answer the questions they are asking you by relating those answers from the scenario. So the what will be the format means you have to understand it. An open book examination test, this is the highlighted point here, is actually tests your ability to extract and apply relevant knowledge and organize it to address the question asked. So the deep knowledge they want to see, deep understanding they want to see. So it's not any answer just needed there. That's how we need to understand the need of the open book examination. If you just start simply answering in general, you will not get marks. Okay, so you have to understand scenario, and based on the requirements of the scenario, you have to implement the control measures. Well, so another frequently asked question is a NEBOSH open book examination as robust as a NEBOSH closed book invigilated exam? Is it also tough exam? Mostly people think it should be easier as it is open book, and we can refer material and all. Actually, we have to understand that the exam is exam, and this is not a just simple any examination. This is a reputed accreditation body, well-known qualification, which is accepted by the world in almost all the countries, nationalities. Okay, authorities, they are authenticating this course and qualification, means they are maintaining their reputation and dignity. So it's not as easier as we see. Oh, open book means I can, without even preparing, I can do. That is the wrong concept. Okay, it will become easier if you follow all those guidelines we are keep giving you. Simply attend the classes, understand the concepts, and just an exercise of making notes by reading and having deep understanding. So notes in your own way, then you can make it easier. Okay, so as you are implementing, if you have the concepts deeply understood, so it will of course become easier for you, and that is needed for making you competent for holding those responsibilities. That is the point we have to understand. Does this type of assessment devalue my qualification? Also another is so also wrong. No, not at all, not at all. As you know, as I told you, just this is not a common like a new or it is world agrees means they are maintaining. Okay, they are maintaining their standards, and they are transparent, and they have the strong ways of controlling the qualification. So NEBOSH continues to maintain the academic standards and quality of our qualifications. So this is their qualifications standards they are maintaining, and I'm going to explain you how they are. See, the NEBOSH is having many ways of suspecting malpractice, and it's not easy from anyone by anyone to play with these standards and the reputation of the course. So will I still need to revise and read and prepare? The simple answer is yes, yes, of course you have to. Without preparation, you will not be able to write it. And I have given examples during my course, also delivery of the course. So I know many people who are from the background and they have done many projects, very hazardous entities they have worked, but without attending classes or without preparing, they thought they will qualify this, but they failed unless they attend the class and understand the concepts, international standards. You are giving exam for international standards, not those companies where the safety practitioners are already having experience and working, not local standards of any country. So this is what we need to understand. We have to attend classes and follow the guidelines of the NEBOSH and the training learning partners, means the training providers. We say you have to study at minimum 40 hours at your home. So if you have done that, need not to worry. And of course, you have done it. And I was keep reminding in each and every class we had. How can I best prepare? Also, we have guided you. So simply now there is nothing. No means tomorrow means you have to now just chill, relax, okay, and just keep checking the place and the internet or whatever we are going to discuss now. All those needs and requirements. And if you have anywhere doubt and you think you can quickly focus on those areas which you see very important, but you're not sure, so you can seek help of your notes you have made. So that's how I was keep reminding you to make notes, and you have made it. So it will be useful for you now also and during exam also. Okay. So how long do I have to complete my examination? That is for 24 hours. So the instead of 2.5 hour, now you have 24 hours time. And see, that is the two open book examination. No invigilator is available for you. So this is the exam where you have to understand what exactly you have to do and how you're going to use those 24 hours. That is your time for proving yourself. So you're not going to like sit all together to complete in one session. No, don't do that. That is not the like practical approach. But by considering you may like have work as that is working day. So you may start attempting exam after completing your job. Then next day also you have your job, either working like writing this exam from job or at home. You have taken leave or whatever possible you will do. So by considering your needs of eating, sleeping, okay, home needs, family needs, all those, but still focusing during 24 hours. So after reading scenarios and questions, you'll be keep thinking and planning for controlling the risk available there. As you do it at work, once you will be holding responsibility, you will not make the system in one day. You will do research type of work. You will be keep roaming and checking and referring. So all those things you have to do it here, not for 24 days, but 24 hours. That's the difference. Okay. As you know, many points in this scenario, the NEBOSH is going to give you. So you're not going to search all those points. How is the entity? What is the risk hidden and all? But they are going to mention all those things here. So that's how the job of years, days and months you are going to do in hours. That's how the time is suitable here. It's not like very much. So don't take it easily by saying, oh, 24 hours, I will easily make it. And mostly what our delegates, the someone who have attempted exam, their feedback is, sir, it was very short time, or I thought it was more enough, but I saw it like not enough for me to complete. So as they were keep wasting time. So you have to plan properly for these 24 hours, and please spend time on scenario. You have to deeply understand. You need to make notes on the scenario. Okay, then understand questions and make notes on questions. Try to clearly check that again and again whether the question I have understood or not. The big mistake we do, and we are very much confident that we have like done the best we can, but the results are reverse against the expectations. So that's how you have time here to plan. In the first half an hour or 1 hour, you have to plan your, like you have already today, you will plan for tomorrow's 24 hour, but still after receiving scenarios and questions, you need to plan and make notes, then focus. And you need to have time for typing also, composing, typing, okay, then uploading. So all these things you have to do. So 24 hours time is the suitable time for you if you plan and use it in proper way. If someone will sit in one attempt, they want to, in one session they want to complete, they can do it in 4 to 5 hours or 6 hours. Okay, it may take if you continuously sit without taking break, but it's not natural. Okay, it's unnatural. And see the highlighted point, build in some time to deal with any unexpected challenges such as slow internet connections while uploading, or if any system interruption or the issue, or any virus attack, or maybe one delegate faced the laptop fell down and it's not opening, and he had to completely write A to Z again the another paper. So in all these cases, NEBOSH will not listen anything from you if you fail to submit the paper within 24 hours. So keep 2 hours or 3 hours in spare. So whatever job you have completed, upload it. And if you want to finalize and make it fair, keep doing. And within the available time, before time ends, you have to upload the uh, new one, means the updated one. And be careful of making file names to separate the older one, submitted one, and the fresher one. You should not keep the same name, so you will be confused. So it happened, they thought they are submitting the new one, but they submitted the old one only, and the edited file was with them and they have not uploaded. So time up is up. The NEBOSH will not listen any excuses from your side after time up. So whatever you will submit within the time only will be considered your exam. So this is very important point you have to remember. Then where do I complete my examination? You can go anywhere. You most probably better sit in your home if you have safe environment, but mostly the bachelor accommodations, if our employees like professionals are staying with bachelor accommodation and they don't have any safe place, they can hire hotels also. Our delegates are, I'm not suggesting to forcing you, but our delegates have previously done this. They are going to hire a room or any hotel, or taking permission of their relatives or friends to stay in their rooms for the day for exam purpose, or even advisable to go any cafes if they have internet Wi-Fi given to their customers, and it is peaceful and calm and safe place. That is very important, huh? Safe place, as the confidentiality of the paper you are writing should not be exposed to anyone, and someone can take it, like manipulate it or use it or pass it to someone else, and you will be the victim of the malpractice. Then the malpractice flag, red flag, will be raised if they find any similarities. So this is very important. You have to understand. And am I allowed to refer to my course books, notes, and any other material? Yes, that's how it is called, open book. So you can refer either your course book material, the learning partner provided materials, or the notes you made, or online you want to search anywhere. You are allowed, but you have to give references. And while taking reference, don't try to copy, please. So don't copy. Take the concepts, take the technical points, or take the ideas, but you have to answer in your own words. And remember, copy is not at all needed and it is not suitable. Why? The exam is given for you, and this is based on the scenario itself, and nowhere in the world that answer will be available. Remember this, please. So copying from somewhere and pasting is not the answer. Okay. So don't copy even for giving references. If you want to copy as it is, remember to give reference for the any COP or any international standard you want to give reference. But don't copy. You can explain and give reference also possible. So whatever you are referring, you have to give reference. You will be having a list in the answer sheet. So the answer sheet at the end you have reference. So wherever you are seeking help of the material, note down all those things and keep making a reference list. Will be easier for you to finalize all those references. Okay, from wherever. It's no any restriction or no any problem if you mention references, but not mentioning references, if they see the similarity and you have not mentioned reference, will be considered the malpractice. Okay, and while copying as it is, it should make any sense why you want to copy. If you want to show something and giving reference is okay, but if you are just copying and not giving reference, means it is considered your work. You want to show that you have done it, and if it is having any reference of availability of the similarity there somewhere, so that is called cheating or malpractice. So all these things are, we have to understand. And the word count, actually word count also is very important. So answers I will give you at the end. Please keep note down your answer questions, and by the end of this session I am going to give you answers. So word count, word count, 3000 is the overall word count in the paper. So total 3000 words you have to ensure. So 100 marks, for 100 marks, 3000 words means each mark 30 words. Okay. So if the question is for 10 marks, you have to write 300 words. And the NEBOSH has the tolerance limit, tolerance between for 10% means more or less. So 10% more or less means 3,300 overall, or 2,700 at minimum. So not less than 2,700 words and not more than 3,300 words in case of 3001 count. Okay, so word count is very important. As it is open book exam and you have time and you have references, you can refer here and there, you can gather many lot of information and words. If you keep putting there, placing there or pasting there, that is not required. You have to ensure these answers within those word count. And remember, you are not being assessed on relevance and quality rather than quantity of words. So the examiner is not going to mark the text exceeds the word count. That is the point here. Okay. So what standards of behavior does NEBOSH expects during an open book examination? So quite a bit of responsibility and integrity you have to maintain by remembering you have been permitted to refer to your own course materials or revision notes, or you can refer even online and all. Okay, but you're not going to copy from anywhere or anywhere, and not going to seek any human, any person to help you for exam. Okay, and you have to give references, whatever resource you are checking for exam, and seeking help from all those. Copy paste is called plagiarism. So please be aware that highly plagiarized open book examination submissions will be subject to penalty and the Suspension means they may ban for life for all the NEBOSH qualifications, and a 1 year ban, 2 years ban, or 3 year bans based on the quantity they found after their thorough and deep investigations of 60 days they take for investigation once the red flag for malpractice is raised. So this is very important. Never copy and paste. Okay, if you think it is relevant or it's making sense and you have to refer it, so in that case you have to give clear reference. Okay, in the reference list. So sitting together, group work, collision, it is called collusion, means that is even WhatsApp groups, social media groups are sitting together physically, okay, meeting somewhere in hotels, okay, any person from any country, and you are sitting here and from the corner of the world you want to like discuss the questions, and you think it may not be considered malpractice. No, NEBOSH has very strong and advanced softwares. The first action for your paper will be like scanned. Your paper will be scanned against the available material with them. The till now whatever data they have, soft data they have, the submitted papers for examinations or the accreditation bodies, the training learning partners like Aspire, our material is approved from NEBOSH. So our PPT trainer use for the purpose of training delivery, and the learners notes and whatever online available stuff, and the every accreditation like training providers, they give the material to their learning partners. So all those stuff is available with them, and the paper submitted for this 8th February exam means all those papers also will be cross scanned from each other. If someone is sitting and writing together and those similarities, the system is simply, it's not very tough for them. They are going to just place your paper in system in the software, and that software is going to do the job easily. And wherever the similarity found, it is going to highlight, and based on the quantity of the similarity found, they are going to take action for investigation. They will inform the training providers and the learner both for holding their results for malpractice. So on the result date, everyone's result is released, but the malpractice suspected delegates learners result is withheld for investigation, and 60 more days means after exam 4 months they are going to wait till the investigation completed. Then if no evidence found, they are going to release the result, or if evidence is there, they will put ban, okay, or void result, whatever is like reasonable based on the type of malpractice and the quantity of the malpractice content found in the paper. I told you during class also, one of my delegate who was a good delegate, good learner, and he struggled a lot, and he did his paper properly, but at work he was doing exam, and on the system he was not having like not hiding the paper, it was open on the system, and when he is not available, someone copied it and transferred to someone else he knows writing exam. So that's how the similarity found, and both of them got like banned and malpractice suspicion and the investigation done. So this is what we have to secure our information and data and the paper and questions and answers. One experience we amazed once the NEBOSH is raising red flag for someone posting question during exam time in the WhatsApp group. So they came to know, How they came to know, we are not aware, but they came to know and they have done malpractice like investigation for that person. And they finally declared result by saying we don't have any evidence that he got answer during the examination. So that much deep investigation they have done and released his paper. So this is what like how now the technology era, online also technology is there. So they are going to use all the possible ways to uh, protect the dignity and the reputation of this course. Impersonation, like using another person's help, is a crime actually. Our good people also, if they want to do, someone who is brave and someone who is good, they can easily write, and they have all the qualities of writing exam, but they want to get good score. That's why they want to use one expert's help, is also not good. I prefer of like failing one or two time instead of seeking someone's help and scoring well, like having distinction. Okay, excellent marks, which is not my marks. Nor without my efforts and struggles, I am going to get good marks. For what? What is the benefit of like scoring that much? So instead, failing is better than having good scoring with others' help, as we know the responsibility we are going to hold after this qualification, or wherever we are, the role we have to play, okay, as a manager or head of the department or team leader or safety practitioner, the noble job we have to do. We have understood, and I trust all of our delegates, learners during the entire course. I have seen them, and we are happy that our delegates are not the red flag for them for the malpractice is rarely raised for our delegates. We are not having these cases much here in Aspire. We are happy for all of our efforts to convince our delegates for this purpose. Well, so the examination process, uh, what we have to do and all during exam, uh, you have to log in, make all those arrangements before your exam. You can use laptop, you can use even mobile phone if the mobile phone is having good software and all those options like Microsoft Office or MS Word and PDF. All those you can easily use, or all these files I'm going to formats I'm going to show you. If you can make all those like on tab or mobile also, if you can manage, it's okay. But you need to practice all those things today itself to see whether it is okay or not. So how you have to submit, one of the formats I'm going to show you. So the internet availability and the safe place and the desk and the refreshment arrangement and emergency, if in case of any emergency, people are aware that you are writing exam somewhere and they are careful about you and informing you, alerting you. Okay, and seek help of the family members if you are with family, or the friends and bachelors around you, to avoid disturbing you during exam. And if you need any help and assistance, not for exam but for other than exam activities, to avoid disturbance, seek their help. So you have done all those planning, so now you are ready for tomorrow's exam. Today itself, try to log in and get familiarized with this uh, NEBOSH login with your ID and password. ID is your student number. Your learner number is your ID, and the password you have like modified, and it's easy for you to understand and remember. So use it and try to like check this portal today itself. Try login in, and from where you can upload and download. So the link will be there for tomorrow. It will be active link, but you can log in and log out. Try logging in and log out. So All these things are done already. If you have not received the OBE login, like ID and password, you have to email to obe@nebosh.org.uk. And remember this email ID. If any urgency during exam you want to bring into notice quickly for any type of emergency conditions you want to inform them, you can use this obe@nebosh.org.uk. And even you can call, they have numbers also. You can seek your coordinator help also here from Aspire. So in case of any emergency. Okay. What to expect on the day of examination? Yes, use the time you have. Okay. Downloading question paper and answer template and uploading it on time. Okay. Without fail. So in safe way, with the safe margin and time you have. Handwriting submission will not be accepted. Okay. So answer template only you have to use. Don't write in any Word format. So the template you download, okay, you can write. And to do word count, you can select the text and it will show on the taskbar. So that's how you can count the word. Uploading your submission in all these formats, PDF, JPEG, okay, on PNG and all. It must not exceed then 100 MB. It will not accept it if it is more than 100 MB limit. And remember to upload the right one and delete the old one. If you have already uploaded and you want to update, please upload the right one and delete the old one. Don't delete the right one after uploading also. Don't be confused. As you know, that time will be like that only. So we are not, we are in hurry and we want to, that's why don't wait till the end. So 1 or 2 hours before you have to complete and submit. If anything you want to correct, you have time. That's how you have to. Then results will be like emailed to you within 60 days after the examination completed. Then you have to attend the closing interviews after 3 to 5 days like of the examination. Your coordinator is going to inform you. So closing interviews will be held uh, by the learning partners only, means the training providers only. So closing interview, you have to just be available on the date will be given by your coordinator. So for 15 minutes, the interview will be there. So the purpose of this interview is to check the ability of demonstrating knowledge, means the person is able to demonstrate knowledge towards the examination and NEBOSH they have attended. So, but it is not for the purpose of declaring pass or fail. Okay. So they are not always checking these interviews, but anytime, mostly whenever it is any malpractice suspicion or anything doubtful thing they want to verify, also they check, or any batch or any person they can select for moderation. So our like we are always recording these interviews, means noting, making notes of the interviews. Each and everything is recorded and it is always submitted to them. But this you have to ensure that 15 minutes you must be available within your working hours, okay, on the given time. So how should you prepare? Nothing, as you have prepared for the course, that was the preparation for your exam. So, but you can recall all those things, whatever you have noted down. You can share it from your relatives or friends, okay. And better if you can do it through your like Zoom app on online itself, so you can check your availability and how you face in exact way you can exercise the interview before interview time. And being available in Zoom before time, the time will be given. So 5 to 10 minutes here and there, it may happen, as you know, the delegates may have some issues and they are not able to hear or anything. In noting down, maybe something time may be delayed. So you will be in the waiting room, and the interviewer will be keep taking you in the room based on the given schedule. But if they don't see the right name, so this is very important point. What we face, few delegates, they use someone's available Zoom ID or the app or system, so they are not having their name mentioned there. So the interviewer is searching you and you are not available, so they don't know who is this XYZ name given. So they will take the next person instead of you. So you will be keep waiting and angry on the coordinator. Why am I since for I'm busy at work and I'm waiting, and all these experiences we had. So you have to ensure proper name on the Zoom ID. Okay, so your name with your complete name you have to join. You can rename if you're using someone's ID after joining. Okay, and you have to keep passport or national or international ID with photo, photo ID. So like Emirates ID, we have photo on it, so that is valid. Our passport copy with the photo, original passport you have to show, original Emirates ID you have to show in the camera. And while showing in the camera, you can like open, if you are using mobile phone, open backside camera, so it will be clearly visible for the interviewer. Else from the front side, the camera is scanning and trying to focus, but it will not be visible. Okay, so sit in right place with good ventilation, light on your face, so they can see clearly. Okay, so speak clearly. Interview will be like 3 questions will be asked. So they are going to check your ID first. They will introduce themselves and they will give you the purpose of that interview. And in case of any like specific requirements, they will mention you. Okay. In case of moderation, recording is needed or not, whatever they will inform you. Then they will ask you to like roam your camera in the room if anyone else behind you to help you or not. So if they ask, they have to show them the room, no one is around, and need not to have any material with you. Even your paper is not required there. So whatever you have mentioned in the exam paper, they will take the help of those points, and NEBOSH will provide the questions for each and every examination. Fresh questions for closing interview will be given by NEBOSH. So they will give us questions from for all those tasks you have attempted. So the question will be not exact question as in exam, but the question will be different, little different than the available question there. They will ask us to pick your points you mentioned in answer and ask you something which is actually, once someone is giving those answers, must be able to speak on all these points also. So that's how they check the person submitted exam is the same person or not. If they see the person is unable to demonstrate his knowledge, so the feedback will be given in the same way. So if they check, that will be okay. Of course, definitely it can be like highlighting something like a malpractice. Okay. So this is what the exam format. So 3 simple questions in 15 minutes. So while answering, yeah, this is for preparation before, but during exam interview, keep calm and speak clearly and listen to question clearly, and let the interviewer complete his question. And once they say yes, you have to start, and slowly you have to speak. Why? They are going to note down all those points. Okay, they have to record. They have the form of recording all those things, noting down, writing. Then they will ask you if yes or no, or they will ask you to select any priority action. If you are a safety or you are a manager or safety officer of that company, what you will prefer, how you will implement it, which one is more important of the answers you have given. So all these in different ways they will ask you. So clearly listen, and you will be definitely able to answer all those questions. Okay. So don't try to give references from scenarios always, like keep referring for each and every answer. You want to start the scenario, that was there, this way. No, simple questions. They are not going to ask you what is scenario and how you wrote and all, but just the questions you have to listen and try to answer in easy way. So that will be more than enough for. So these are the additional references. You can take the screenshot for these references, and if you want more information, you can refer all these references. So that's all for now. And if you have any questions remaining more, like doubts with you, you can feel free to ask me questions. Over to you now.